welcome to Uncle Jack's Comics. I'm Mike. Feel free to look around, and if you have any questions... You again. I'm not going to sell it to you. You might as well just leave.
Now, don't be so quick to dismiss opportunities like these. Especially when they come knocking, and especially when they come knocking with this much cash. I'm willing to say twice what I had last time. But that's not someone you want to be saying no to, is it?
Ooh, I'm saying no.
Triple.
No.
That's thousands more than you'll make online.
I'm not selling it online.
Alright, fine. How much? How much? Name your price, any price at all, and I will pay it.
That book is not for sale. Now please, leave my store.
Alright, I get it. You drive a hard bargain. I get that. You're smart. Don't take any bull. I like that. But enough games. I'm willing to offer you a whole lot more than what that book's worth in the first place, just out of the kindness of my heart. So I recommend you take the money and give me a big thank you.
Look, I'm not playing any games here. That book is not for sale, period. I don't care about your damn money.
Maybe I wasn't clear enough. I am offering you $800,000 cash for that one book, which you and I both know is the best offer you're going to get. Look at this. That's more money than this crappy little store will make you in 10 years. You could sell this place and move to the city. That's where a kid like you should be. Not rotting away in a shithole like this.
Look, maybe I wasn't clear enough. My answer is no, and that is fine. Money isn't any of my concern, and not that it should be any of your business, but I have no interest in leaving this store. Now please, leave before I call the police.
Is this a money thing? Because you don't need to worry about that. I can give you more money.
I don't want your money!
Well, what do you want then? Don't be afraid to ask. If it's out there, I'll find it for you. Help me out here, and I can help you out here.
Okay, I want you to get out of my store and stop bugging me, okay? Listen to me. I'm not playing this stupid
Can you please listen to me here? I really need this deal, kid. I'll lose my job if I don't get this.
Oh, and what a tragedy that would be.
What the hell is wrong with you? I'm sure you'll understand the fact that the first edition Spider-Man, issue number 233, with the misprinted Orange Goblin, is one of the most valuable comics on this whole fucking planet. So I'm sure you'll understand that it pisses me off that I come in here every other fucking day offering you more money than you'll probably see in your whole life, more money than I even have, and every time you kick me out. Why the hell do you need that thing so bad anyway? Look, I'm sorry, King. I understand. I'm sure that book means a whole lot to you, but I get that. You really